Hey, what's going on, guys? Edward here with another video. Thank you so much for being here. This time, I'm going to do a little different here due to so many requests on my private Telegram. Um, some of you guys are asking, if I happen to have a strategy for a pair or for actually, trading Forex for pairs. And if you've been following me for, a long time now, you know that my channel is based on Nasdaq US 30. From time to time, if I found something in gold, maybe on Bitcoin, I will be sharing my analysis, but it's mainly for Nasdaq and US 30. However, when I started trading, I came across a bunch of strategies, a bunch of things that I was testing, and out of all of those, I do have one that it was actually very profitable, but it was not happening that often. Okay, it will happen. The only thing is that you may need to be searching in a bunch of pairs. Like you need to be looking. Let's say one of your rules, one of your trading plan is that you're only going to be trading a London session, right? So it means that during London session, you may have to be looking around for pairs in different time frames as well, because this strategy will work in any type of time frame. It could be if you want to do it in a scalping, you can do it. What I don't recommend is maybe like 1 minute. It may be some weird formations, maybe from 5 minutes and above. Okay, time frame. So that's the thing. You may have to be looking around and hunting for those things. And so basically, when I started trading Forex, I didn't know what to do. I was trading a lot of things. I was using a bunch of indicators and all of that. So I came across to a few indicators that actually helped me detect at least if a breakout is happening. Okay, I became a breakout trader. I was actually just focusing on trend lines. Okay, if the price is consolidating, I will just stay away from the chart unless I see something. If I see a trend line, I will be actually getting in. So this analysis and this strategy, sorry, it is based on trend lines and breakout of the trend lines. Okay. The indicators that I use, one of my favorite indicators is the 50 simple moving average. Okay. If you want to know what the indicator is, that you just go, it's called like that, SMS. Let me just show it here. You just go on search and you're going to look for simple moving average. Where is it? This one right here. This is the creator. Okay. The cool thing about this line, this particular line, is that it will give you, this is general, it's just for static, basically. You can see that when the price is below the 50 simple moving average, the line turns red. And when the price is above, the line turns actually blue, or, it can turn green if you want. Just double click on that. And you see it comes with a bunch of lines, a bunch of options that you can put in there. So far, I'm just using the 50. And you see it has two colors. So you can put this green if you want and red below. So, when you're on top, the line turns blue or green. And when the market is below the line, it turns red. Okay, that's simple, right? The other indicator I use is the RSI. This is my another of my favorite indicators. The way I use it is this way. I don't care if the price is overbought or oversold. I don't look for that. I just care about the middle line, the 50% in the middle. So I would say that's the best way to use the RSI. Anyways, whatever I say here is, if you have a different strategy that might work, and you can use, if you use when the price is overbought or oversold, it's up to you. Okay, every strategy is different, so use your own thing as you wish. Okay, so basically what we're going to be doing here is trying to catch trends. Okay, is that simple? All right, we're going to try to catch a breakout of a trend. As I mentioned before, you can use any time frame. You can use 1 hour, 4 hours. Of course, the bigger the time frame, the better, because it's going to be a lot of pips involved in there. So it is not going to work. I'm going to tell you this right away. It's not going to work 100% of the time. And you should know, you must know this, that there is no strategy that will work 100% of the times. Okay. We're looking here for probabilities. And what we're going to be also looking is very, very important. And I'm going to write it here down. You need to have at least 3 confluences. I believe it's written like that. So 3 confluences you need to be looking for before you make the entry. All right. Simple as that. So let's just try to find let's try to find a trend. Okay. And that's the thing, you know, that you have to actually, your eyes, you need to get used to actually finding a trend. Okay. It's very different depending on the pair as well. That's why I pretty much, I don't love trading pairs. I stopped using this strategy because once I started using trading Nasdaq and US 30, that was it. You can also include this one on Nasdaq and US 30 if you want as well. You can also try it. So let's try to just search. I'm using GBP JPY right now. So let's see if we can find, this was some type of trend right here. It was. So let me just see from here to here. Let me see how this looks on a 4-hour. Yeah, right there. Okay. Okay, so perfect. So once you actually find a downtrend, you see that almost the entire time the price was below the 50 simple moving average. Try to come back up, it pushed up again. So let's say right here, right? You draw your trend from the top to the bottom, and you're waiting for the breakout of the trend. Let's say you entered, by the time you turn on your computer, you were somewhere around here, all right? So you basically, at this point, there's nothing you can do. If you draw at that point, when you turn on your computer, you find the price is right here, is located right here at this point. You're gonna have to backtest this, okay? So let's say you enter right there, okay? There's nothing you can do. At that point, there's nothing you can do there. You can just watch, okay? Let's see what the market is forming right there. See structures, price action is very important. If you don't know price action, you think, you're going to do this, or you want to implement this, you need to know. You need to know where you're standing, at least. You need to know price action, okay? So right there, we know that is a trend. Now, what we're going to wait for, first of all, you need to pay attention to just the chart. You don't even, it doesn't matter if you look in the lines, but you need to pay attention to the line. You want to look for the price to actually break the trend line. As soon as you see a breakout of the trend, like very strong, usually it's a one single candle and the body of the candle is closing above the trend. So that confirms the breakout, okay? Don't get me wrong, doesn't necessarily means that, oh, it is actually a breakout. No, this thing could actually still fake you out. Okay, you know how Forex is. So it's important to know price action because you need to know where actually are the zones. Okay, you need to know where you're going to be taking your profits. You know, this is an actual zone. This was a previous high that was broken right there. So you see the structure, you see the price actually, it was testing the zone, tested, it broke, tested, so went down, it tested again, so it went up, broke it, retest, and then push up. So you know this is a very strong zone, right? So at this point, it's important to know because that's where you're going to put your stop loss, okay? This is very, very important. That's where you're going to put your stop loss. Usually, the stop loss, it's like kind of like below. I don't want to say below the line. You pay attention to the price action. So a few pips below this actual strong structure right there. Okay, very important. Again, this is not going to work 100% of the times, but if you do it this way and you find all the confluences, then you know that you are actually you have more probabilities that the price will go your direction. Okay, so before you make the entry, let's say the price broke there, boom. So you're considering to make the entry right there. So you go and you look at the, of course, you look at the 50 simple moving average. We are on top of the 50 simple moving average. That's the first confluence. Second confluence is the price. Of course, price action is, the price is breaking your structure right there. So that's your second confluence. And your third confluence, you look on the RSI. And if the price is on top of the 50% on the RSI, you see the 50% line right here. And you see that right there with that candle, we are very on top of the 50% of the RSI. So that is good. You have the three confluences, which is what we are looking for, right? And then at that point, you need to aim this. At this point, there are two ways. You can either 1-to-1 or 1-to-2. My favorite is 1-to-2 risk to reward. And you know how pairs are. You have to be patient with pairs. It's a lot of movement. If you're into pairs, you know that you got to be more patient than anything else. Like it can take a few days to even reach this amount of pips. That's 138 pips right there, but that's a 1-to-2 risk to reward on that breakout. Okay, so you see what we're looking for here, for at least three confluences. If you don't have three confluences, then don't get in. Okay, you can get in with two confluences only, but the chances of winning that one is going to be less. That's simple. Okay, how many days it took here? This is a 1 hour time frame. My God, 8 days. 8 days. So that's the thing. That's why I actually stopped trading pairs, because you have to be patient. A lot of patience there to make an entry like that if you find a beautiful trend, But anyways, you can find this also in 15 minutes. Let's try to go in 15 minutes, see if we can spot something on 15 minutes. In fact, I think right here, 1 second. Let's try to go kind of like right here. It's actually looking at a nice trend right there. Let's try to check this one. Just right there. Look, you draw the line from the top to the bottom right there. Okay, you put your line like that. This is basically just an example. You can use a single line. I just use that just to prevent any type of fake outs. So look what's happening here. Kind of like a little different. You need to find, as I told you, you need to find three confluences. If you don't see three confluences, you can get in with two confluences, but it's going to be more risky. All right. So you stick that to your plan, and you can say, hey, I'm only going to get in on a breakout of a trend if I see my three confluences. If not, I'm not getting in. All right. So what happened here? Look at what happened here on this trend right now. The price broke the flag. The trend, I'm sorry. You see the market breaking the structure right there. But on the breakout, we are still below the actual line, the 50 simple moving average. So that is a no-no. You can get in there, but it's going to be more risky. So you can say, no, I'm not going to get in. I'm just going to wait to see if maybe the next few candles will actually break stronger or give me something, another sign. But it is kind of dangerous to get in there. Okay. So you look on the RSI as well. It's not, let's see, right there. It's kind of like starting to break on top of the 50% of the RSI. So still, you don't have all the confluences. So if you waited for maybe this candle right here, this is the breakout. You see, I broke the 50 simple moving average. So that is your entry right there. Stop loss below this zone. Remember, you need to know price action. You need to know where you're standing. So this was a zone right there. So you can put it below the zone, maybe like that. Or you can put it, you see these wicks right there? That could actually be part of that as well. So you're going to go safer you can put it there. If it is up to you, you can put it a few pips right there, few pips, or I usually go safer. I know it's going to be a bigger stop loss. Now it's 26 pips you're risking there. Same thing here. You're going to go 1 to 2 risk to reward. And let's see, what is the 2 right there? 1 to 2 risk to reward. But you see, at least you follow your plan, and the price was, the price did break, it broke your trend line, right? And it took a little bit to break the 50 simple moving average. It took maybe an hour, no, not an hour, about 30, 45 minutes, 30 minutes or 45 minutes. And then boom, it broke. And then right there, you look for all the confluences. You are already breaking the structure. You are breaking the simple moving average, and you are on top of the 50% of the RSI. So you see what happened there. You have 3 confluences and you go for it, okay? You see in 15 minutes, it's gonna take a lot less. If it's a 15-minute time frame, it took 6 hours. Still, that's a lot of time. So 6 hours to reach what? 52 pips, all right? So that's basically it. Let's try to jump into another pair, maybe Euro USD, which are more common. Like if you happen to have a pair that that usually creates a lot of trend lines, this strategy is going to be beautiful for you if you're into pairs, okay? So let's see what we can, there are trends already right here. There are definitely trends. Like you can see, this is a big push right there. It is a big push. Let's see, from here to there. This was crazy. This was aggressive, like right here, but it is a trend nonetheless. Even right here, it looks like it is a trend as well. So from here to here, it is a trend. So let's say you wanted to get in here on the breakout of this trend. So this is a 4-hour. I'm just giving you an example on a 4-hour. This is enormous. Like maybe to swing trading, because this is going to take a few days, even weeks. But anyways, you can do this in any time frame. Just an example, right? So if you found a trend line, you knew that this was just a fake out right there. If you were doing that, let's say you had the line actually here, right? Let me delete it. Right? Let's say you had it there, the line, and then all of a sudden, boom, and then boom. This could have stopped you out. Definitely. This could have actually, it was a big, so 4 hours to the downside, the next 4 hours, it came on top again and started to push up. So this was a very big trap right there. That's going to happen. It's part of the game. So you decided to actually readjust that and put it now there. So as you try your entire trend. Okay, something like that. All right. So now let's go here. Let's go here. All right. Perfect. So let's say you are a swing trader. Say you are a swing trader and you're seeing that the price is breaking right here. It's breaking very strong, your structure. And you hope to God that this is not another fake out like this one. So let's say you wanted to get in there. That's your prediction. You wanted to get in there, boom, on the breakout aggressively, or you need to find out if you're also a breakout trader or retest trader. With this strategy, you are going to realize who you are. So anyways, as I mentioned, this is a 4-hour time frame. Is crazy right here. That the stop loss has to be going at least right there. So that's 98 pips, something to consider. So of course, if you're a swing trader, most likely you're willing to have that type of, stop loss very far away. Just be careful with the account. Don't blow it all at once. So if you're aggressive or you wait for the retest, okay, after a breakout in pairs, most likely the price will come back up and do a retest. Sometimes we'll create a little flag right there. Okay, so bearish flag. So push and then pull back, consolidation to the upside, and then finally breaks again. And that could be your entry. But anyways, that's for a different subject right there. But let's say you wanted to get in aggressively right there. Okay, so let's try to find the confluences. All right, You see the price breaking the structure, your trend is breaking, boom, body of the candle closing below, that confirms the breakout. You are below the 50%, the 50 simple moving average, I'm sorry. And also taking a look on the RSI, you are below the 50% on the RSI. That is your entry, okay? You were, you see, this is how pairs are. You were positive right here, beautiful. Then the price started to push up again, because you have to know that in pairs, more often than not, you are going to have very deep pullbacks and very deep retests. So when the price breaks, it will come back and sometimes can almost stop you out, and it will scare you out at this point. So that's the thing, you know, you decide, are you a breakout? Are you aggressive trader, or you rather wait for the actual retest to happen? So you could either enter here, boom, or here, which is pretty much the same distance anyway. But you were on a drawdown for a very big long time right there. Let's say how many days? 12 days. No, not 12 days. Let's say from here, this is when the price actually, so it's about 7 days. 7 days in negative. If you have patience for that, I mean, go ahead. But anyways, this is just for the example. Same thing, 1 to 2. Let's try to find a 1 to 2 risk to reward. Right there. Right there is a 1 to 2 risk to reward. It was hit. How long it took? From the entry to the TP, 13 days. 13 days. But just for the example, there you go. You have 3 confluences. You are trading only breakouts. You can set this as your trading plan. You can say, I'm a breakout trader too, so I'm only going to wait. And I will be looking in every single pair for a trend line that is being broken, and I will get in on there. Okay, that's what you can say. So that's it, guys. That's pretty much the example I wanted to show you. You can do this in every time frame. I recommend you from 5 minutes and above. If you go in 1 minute, the chart is going to start looking a little weird. That's the only thing. But I mean, you can also find trends in there. You can test it. It's a matter of testing it. Let's say right there, you wanted to find that, right click on a 1 minute. You see, it's a beautiful breakout. And let's try to find all the confluences. See, it broke the trend. Let's say you wanted to get in aggressively there, stop loss above the last high. Take profit 1 to 2. 1 to 2. There you go. It also works. So you have the breakout. It's breaking the trend, plus it's breaking now the 50 simple moving average. You're below, and look at the RSI. You are also below the 50% of the RSI. So yeah, it's a matter of knowing how to detect an actual trend line. The more touches, the better on a trend. You know that is definitely a very strong trend. And then you get ready for the breakout. It's that simple, guys. But put it into practice. Put it into practice, and just back test it. And like I'm doing pretty much right now. I see that there's some of you guys are also questioning how to back test. The way to back test is either this one, you know, you go in the past and you find all the confluences just by simply going in the past. So you find a small trend and you trade the breakout. Okay, find a small trend and you trade the breakout. Let's say you wanted to get in this downtrend. You see it was a big downtrend right there. So price broke. This was the entry right there. Everything was showing on top, you see. But look what happened there. You could have got maybe very scared at that point because there was a massive pick. You have to put the stop loss below that zone. 1 to 2. 1 to 2 risk to reward. Look, it hit your take profit in like seconds. But that's it, guys. That's how you actually backtest. You go in the past and you find trends and you find the confluences. Just put it into practice. Let me know if it works for you guys. I want to hear you the comment section below. And just subscribe if you're new to the channel. Give it a big thumbs up. Share this video with somebody you know, with a friend that is struggling to find a good strategy. I'm pretty sure this is going to help them if they're into actually pairs. If they don't like trading Nasdaq or US 30 because maybe you have a very, very small account and you're not, and you think it's very volatile trading Nasdaq or US 30, you can definitely use this strategy on your pairs, put it into practice, and just put it into practice on your demo account, and just let me know, okay, how it goes. Follow me on Telegram, guys, if you want to see me trading pretty much every single day analysis on Nasdaq US 30 as well, if you're interested. Thank you guys for being here. Take it easy. See you next time.